Hello, I'm Carlos Flores from S4DS. Thank you for joining us today. We will be talking about doing business in the Hispanic and Latin American markets around legal. So all the different aspects that you need to take care in legal and technology, which is our main focus. So the first one, what is very straightforward, where you need to take care of the language. I don't know, if you go to the normal US market, it's English, and maybe your legal documents are in English, but you want to target the Hispanic market, maybe you need to have a translation in Spanish around this. And if you go to Brazil, you will need to support also Portuguese. So different languages and different cultures has all the different processes that you need to take care. I think the second topic is about uh, all your offer as a company, branding, packaging, messages, communication, all the depends on the category of your products and how you advertise yourself and how you express your value proposition. You need to take care of certain restrictions and conditions. How can you express yourself properly according to the law? So I think it's another interesting topic that you need to take care of. Then, when you start doing business with your audience, the first thing is the data protection law. When you enroll, even you are only enrolling to receive a newsletter, very lightweight, or where you are in a checkout as a customer, that your data is in there, and there are a lot of restrictions, and PII is one of the concerns in certain companies in certain countries. US is the best example. But if you go maybe to Colombia, the same concern about the social security, which is a very secure document, it is not. And the cedula, what is the document in Colombia, everybody can know it. It is your external document and everybody will use it. So you will need to collect the appropriate data and take care of that information with the appropriate verbiage and the contract that you are submitting, all the agreement that you're submitting in that moment. Later on, when you are in the purchase process, you need to have what is the legal documentation and tax requirements to submit a transaction. Nothing in US, you don't require too much, but you will go, I don't know, to Mexico, to Colombia, to Bolivia, to Peru, those countries that has electronic invoices, they require certain documentation to complete and check out all the process, and you can continue the rest of the list of the country that has certain restrictions about that. Then all the guarantees depends on the type of product. This can be exchanged or not, can be returned or not. What is the period of time? Of course, you need to go through all those details, and your site and your POS or any way that you have how to sell your products need to present that information properly. So it is a very important to tie it with the technology. Then all the consumer protections laws. What is the communication they can have? What is the method that you need to provide? So it's not only to have, I don't know, a US entity that is shipping out the products of Latin America, and maybe you're breaking the law of a certain country because you are consuming the products there and you need to supply the appropriate methods of support and communication. Later on, when those customers may be evolved as a distributor or you have a distributor enrollment process, we need to take care who is the person that is enrolling. Is a natural person or is a legal entity? So there are different ways how to capture the data. You need to be sure, as normally in the industry in direct selling, that you have no employee relationship or how this can be understood, the relationship. So it is very important that your contract or the type of document that you are handling supports that properly. And of course, understanding the country that you're dealing with has a multi-level law or something like that that can support you properly. That is what the good practices that you need to follow. Then the final, but it's very important, is understanding if you need a physical contract, or it could be a digital, and you can, I don't know, use any of the tools that is around, or only is a checkout in, I don't know, in the website, or you need to receive an electronic document and sign up that document properly, or you need to download the document and sign it, take a photo and send it, or send it physically. Depends on the country. All these options are required, so it is not a unique process. It's something that you need to take care country by country. So finally, I think the advice is go to your local DSA. It is extremely important that you do that. They're open to help you. We know all this. The local DSAs are awesome, and I think they're willing to help you in all these details, and take care of the advisor that you require to do this. At the end, there's all these processes are relying right now in technology. So it is very important that your software are supporting all these different channels. There is not a unique method, once again. So you need to understand what is the tool that you're presenting that you're enrolling a customer or a distributor, or what is your data protection laws, or maybe that country require that your servers, the data that is holding the data of your customers, and in that specific country. It's one of the examples that they came right now to my mind, and is important to have it. So I think this is the wrap up of the process. Please take care of every single document or process that you need to offer to enroll your customers, enroll your distributors, and has the process in the appropriate way in terms of technology and the legal process. Thank you so much for being part of the discussion today. Please subscribe with us and continue receiving all this great documentation. Thank you so much.